Go for the event management. You can't say just
Event management.
the document I shared with you.
Yep.
Okay, thanks. So today we are going to start out with our event management. So the session what we have experienced, at least try to complete those do the things, but unfortunately we have some issue with our service node JRE with the Java module. The key store, whatever we are doing to supposed to be saved in our system, it is not saving up. So once we again start up a mid server, every time we are facing the same issue. So we are trying to go with the Linux machine as of now. We just partially done with our setup yesterday. So other setup were incomplete. So we need to complete it today. So eventually we can start our event management parallelly, and then we can supposed to be complete both the things at the same time. So in our IT operations, the another important one is the event management one. So the event management is like an how healthy your CMDB is, how good your CMDB is, like what are the issues that is coming across your system. So event management can be viewed in two places. One is operator workspace. Through your service operation workspace or through your agent workspace, you can view it in the operator workspace. And another place is like a normal event management dashboard. You can view all your, how is your event processing, what are the critical events you have, most critical, somewhat critical, less critical, not critical. So like this, you have 4 different criticality differences you have. Based on that, you can see your item health. So basically, what are the things that can be comes as an event, or what are the events that can be converted into the alerts? So here, an event is a notable occurrence or the notification from the infrastructure. So San Diego goes down. This is one of the event. Windows logon process unexpectedly failed on this particular IP address. OWA SD01 free disk space below 10. So if you know ServiceNow, take ServiceNow instance as an example. Each and everything is an event, correct? If you insert, update, schedule runs, a contract is going to be get expired, a new record has been created, a new user has the new role, a new user going to be get started a new session, you are logging into the session. All these are events, correct? Same way in the infrastructure devices also. Infrastructure devices also, you will be having these kind of events. System can be reboot, server can be restart, new application has been installed, application service is not working. All these are events for the ITOM health. But now we can't take all the events into our service now. We have to put some filter for our events. Okay. This filtration purposes and all will be taken place in the in our monitoring tool itself. Like for example, we have some monitoring tools called Dynatrace, SolarWinds, NAGViews. So this kind of different type of monitoring tools we have. So what these monitoring tools people will do in the sense, multiple events will be getting in the ITOM infrastructures, but still they will filter what type of events that needs to be sent from infrastructure to our ServiceNow instance. For example, if the CPU memory is more than 90%, then an event has to be get triggered. A free disk space is going below 10%, then that event has to be get triggered. So like this, they will be filtering some of the major events that needs to be notified to the customer. So those are called events. in our system, notable occurrence or notification from the infrastructure. So for example, there are three things they have given as an infrastructure. So event processing can be ignored. We can ignore some of the events. We can create those events as an alerts, or we can update the existing alert based on the event rules. So the metric is a measure for an operating characteristics of the devices over time, like CPU load, disk usage, memory used. These kind of things are the some of the metrics we are using in our ServiceNow also. So in the real-time scenario, how this event rules in the sense work in the sense, what are the events that is coming into the system? We have some alert rules in our system. Based on the alert rules, the event will be checked. If the system consider that it is a valid event and we can create some alert for system, then the alert will be created. Based on the alert, an incident or a problem or a change will be created as an automation of the personal process. Once that alert is created and converted, then it will be automatically get closed. No human intervention needed for the alert management system and all. For example, if it is goes above 10 or only 10% free disk space is available in the sense, then it will be get notified to the respective IT people also. So in this case, they will go and free up some of the space, or if they will add more volume to that space. So automatically what happened when the next time a particular schedule get runs in their monitoring tool, then automatically this alert will be get closed based on the result they are providing in the infrastructure devices. Okay. We will not close any type of alerts automatically. Still, it is your organization decision. It will be get closed only if the particular issue solved in the in the infrastructure devices. Automatically, it will do the job. An event is a notable occurrence or notification from the infrastructure. So some of the example over here. And events, EM_events is the table name. Clear outs daily older than 5 days via table rotations. Alerts are created for the events consideration. Event consider important or require attention. By default, if no event rule applies, okay, by default, if no event rule applies, an alert can be processed as alert acknowledgement, ticket raised, trigger remediation activities via integration hub. Integration hub will run some of the network scripts, restart services, provision VMs, these kind of some of the integration hub stuff. So alerts show impact on the application services also. Not only infrastructure devices, still in application services also, it will show the alerts. So event management key features, what are the key features? Consolidates event from different sources. So from the different sources, even though if you have multiple sources also, it will consolidate the events. Filters events to reduce noise and generate qualified events. All the events, as I said, it won't take, it will filters, okay, some of the events, and only the generated qualified events will be considered. Maps events to CMDBCL. For example, a particular service has against the service or against the CA it is created. For that, the events will be mapped to the particular CMDBCL in our system. Identified alerts created due to planned maintenance. And that is true only, right? If you have some maintenance, some system will be go down and comes up. So automatically, these are some kind of called as identifies alert system. So identify alerts created due to planned maintenance, performs service impact analysis, provides operator dashboard, operator workspace, overview dashboard for understanding service health or visualizing service status. So these are some of the two ways I schedule it. One is through operator workspace, and another one is the overview dashboard, where you can visually see your service health or visually seeing about the service status of the particular CIs. Span ServiceNow tasks from alerts. So usually our ServiceNow task like incident problem change will be get inserted or updated used by our alerts. Assist with alert remediation, some automated or manual process we can do have to do of the alert remediation process. And this is some of the plugin we used. So licenses based on the alert CI bindings or nodes that can be sent events over past 1 year. So based on we just have something called binding rules symbol we have and nodes we have, okay? That can send events over past 1 year. For example, from a particular CI, you can continuously send events, okay? So for the over the past 1 year, we can send it to them. So here we will be seeing about the high level event management process. For example, we have some monitoring tools from event sources in your infrastructure devices. Using REST APIs, it will be get connected. For example, new events will be coming and going out. So all these will be connected to a system using the REST APIs. So all the events will be coming, event 1, event 2, event 3. Now we have some mapping rules for the events, transform rules, threshold rules, filters we have. After all these things only, if there is nothing get matched up, then only the alert will be get created. So the alert management will create an incident in our system. So let's see the architecture of our system. This is the customer network, and we have SCOM or SolarWinds, SNMP drafts, external monitoring system. All these things get connected or get receives the signal. The mid server will process and send it to our ServiceNow. In our ServiceNow, REST APIs only receive those signals, and it will be creating an event management. It will be do some post operation to the event table. Okay. Once process events through event rules, the schedule job is in the backend. It will be running in the some particular seconds. So like 5 seconds, every 5 seconds, it will be checking. So the event process and event rule applies. After that, an alert will be created, or it go and sit for the alert processing. It alert also has a schedule job with it. So based on the business impact calculation, it will check for its critical operations or critical things. So alert, you can check it from the alert console. Service mapping and operator workspace, both will give us which service has been impacted and whether it is critical, not critical, somewhat critical, all these things. So when we talk about the schedule jobs, these are the important schedule jobs that is running in our system. Just go through this one, and it is in the schedule table only. Just go through this one actually. These questions may be asked, I have seen in the CIS exam. Just take a minute and read this through. Is it done, guys, reading through this one? Any questions you have?
I have a question, Pratik. So, for example, in case of the alert, for example,
Voice
the
is too low.
storage,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it
yeah,
is it clear now?
yeah, clear now.
Let's assume like there is a storage alert and the storage threshold is reaching more than 80 percentage. The alert is triggered at 9:30 p.m. and the alert is getting cleared within 5 minutes. It's auto resolved and the alert is getting cleared. In this particular scenario, like how the incident will be created, or the
It will be,
event management will wait for some time for till the alert is
no, no,
getting
no,
clear.
it will create.
Okay, then how like in case if it is getting cleared in 5 minutes, so will it
It will
again?
auto closed.
Oh, okay, fine, fine. So how it will like all through REST API and the configurations, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Usually we don't take care of this alert management incidents, okay? No
Okay,
service desk team also will take care. It will
okay,
automatically create an incident. Once the
okay,
resolution got resolved in the system, I mean in the infrastructure devices, it will automatically close. We don't take care of those things by service desk team or service desk people.
okay,
Alert
okay,
incidents will create it and it will be get auto closed by itself.
okay, 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 Pras.
Because
Yeah,
see, we can't do any kind of remediation from here, right? It should be done from that respective teams. So those teams also will be checking all these things. These alerts will be going to them also.
okay.
So any questions on this? So these are some of the steps. Okay. Monitor events and raise alerts. Events inserted into event table first purpose. This is the event table. It will be get inserted. Event processed by scheduled job, event management process event. For every 5 seconds, it will be get processed, right? This is the processing rule. Processing one. Node will be resolved to CIID. We found an EM register node table. So these kind of things will be get processed. Okay. Alert automatically generated in the alert table as a warning or above. Whether it can be a warning or it can be a critical issue based on the severity of the system. Visualization will be in the operator workspace, like this in the operator workspace, you can see. And this is how the severity will also be get calculated in the alert table. These are like the steps how it actually works. For example, if you go for an interview, they may ask you, can you tell me like how the event management works? If the event comes into one service now, then how will we get processed and converted into alert? Can you please explain? Okay. And after this, we have this operator workspace, global view of the service health, access to alerts, metrics, incidents, root cause analysis. This and all for our services based things only will be showed over here. Have you seen this operator workspace?
No, Prasi, I don't have any idea on like how operator workspace. What is
Huh?
this? No, no, operating workspace. I don't know.
Operator workspace will be there in two places in your system.
Okay,
One is will be in the agent workspace,
okay.
and another one will be in your service operation workspace. Anyone have your PDI open?
Yes, Prasi, here it is.
No, 1 minute. In both the place, it will going to show the same data only. No changes in your data.
Okay.
Here I don't see that icon. See, this is the one which is responsible for our service dashboard.
Okay.
Let me just update it. It may complete in the back end so that I can show you like how it is going to be worked over here. Let it get done. So these are some of the CIs. For example, this will be get appear in your system based on the CIs or the services. Like how do we do our service mapping and other things, no? In that way, these services, for example, if you see over here, since it is showing LDAP, QA audit, production audit, Windows Server. So different type of CIs and services, all these will be shown in the operator workspace. So why do we have this operator workspace in our agent workspace and this service operation workspace in the sense? For example, agents will be dealing with our incident, change, service requests and all, right? So during that thing, they may see some of the issues that is related to the configuration items also. So in that case, they have to check it about this configuration items, why the service has been broken, how many services getting attached to this. So to view this kind of information, they have this operator workspace also in place of the agent workspace and in the service operation workspace. We close this page.
Sure.
So we check it that one is in parallel. Event management operator workspace. shows application service states in a single view. Display status by color. Services can be organized into group. Summary and drill down information. So if you click on anything, it will show what is the primary alert it is coming from, what are the service detail, from which service map it is coming up, what is the business criticality, what is the cost, from which location, from which service group. All these informations you can see from the operation workspace. So over here in the alert intelligence workspace, so if you click on all alerts, it will be showing up the different type of alerts we have and what is whether we want to run some remediation task if we have, or we can able to connect with our um, infrastructure people to solve those issues. For example, dependency view map versus application service map. So dependency view map in the sense this server to this service. But here in the application view map, it will show the service topology typically populated by the service mapping only, but still it will show the alert against that particular application, red, blue color. But here in the dependency view in normal CIs and all, it will show whether the CI map to this one. But here in application service map, it will be showing along with the alerts that is connected with the system. Okay. So this will come regarding with the what with your alert details. This will be coming showing only your upstream and downstream CIs. Okay.
Prasi, what is that boundary alerts showing impact severity?
Boundary alerts.
Bound alerts.
Bound alerts showing impact. See, a color will be bounded to it. If it has any type of alerts related to that application or related to that CI.
Okay. Selective.
See here, it don't show any kind of, even though it has some incident or any kind of alerts, in this dependency view map, it won't show anything. But in application service map, this color things will be shown. Green, red, orange will be shown to you based on the alerts it is created against the CA.
Okay.
These are our mapped application and it's showing some severity. Can you check? And if I click on this is kind of in service maps, okay? Here, if you see, do you see any color bounded to the services?
No.
It will show you only the CIs. But if I go from service operator workspace, in agent workspace, it is called as operator workspace. Here it is called as service dashboard. If you click on service map over here, can you see the colors that it got bound to the system?
Yes, Prasi.
So it is Spectrum disk quota is out of this one. This is like a Spectrum LDAP is high CPU utilization. What is this? This is group of alerts. Spectrum RDS stays down. For that's the reason it is in major case. So this is what it will be bound with some colors. Now can you able to correlate the things actually? That is what I'm trying to explain to over here.
Okay.
So common service data model, CSDM. You would have heard this word, correct?
Yes, Prasi. Yeah. It's a framework, no?
It's a framework, complex one to implement. It's an added advantage for your resume if you knew about CSDM properly.
Okay. Will it cover in this Prasi?
Somehow, not completely, like how to implement, I can't teach. It's a long process. But
Okay.
still, I will teach you like how it will work with other ITOM modules.
Okay. So it's a next level of CMDB, we can say
You
CSDM.
could say like what is CSDM in a sense. It is like a best practices for CMDB. To have the healthy and to have the best CMDB, you have to follow the CSDM rules for that.
Okay.
For example, you have business capabilities, which will be connected with business application. Business application will be connected to the services. Services has service offering, service catalog. See, this will contain ITOM, ITAM also, not only ITOM. The
Yeah.
service offering, service catalog will be coming from the asset management. Either it can be hardware or software. Both the things it will be comes into one also. Application will be coming from the APM management. In APM management, we have investment portfolio, technical services. We have another two services also, and we have ITOM. ITOM itself have 4 modules. So now you can understand the complexity if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So, not only ITOM, I could say, even TPM comes under this one actually. Yeah, TPM will comes under this one only actually. You know about telecom services? TSM, TPM.
I had that proceed. I didn't gone through it.
What happened nowadays? They have this TSM, telecom service management, where you will be handling again CIs only, but not like this. There they have the satellite services like 5G, 4G services, SIM services. They have racks, units. Telecom means you will be having like how many towers you have, how many signal pads you have. So these kind of information will also comes under this only. So for the basic understanding, you have to know like how to using some of the best practices, you have to develop or you have to configure your CMDB. That is what the CSDM model will come into a picture. But to get the proper answer or proper setup, it will take more than a year actually.
Okay.
Because everything you have to align over here. Oh, sorry. I think everybody have this particular sheet with you. I recommend you to go through this separate tables. These one, two, three, four tables, five tables coming from APM actually. Business capabilities, business application, service offering. All these coming from APM, application portfolio management. Okay.
Yes, proceed.
Like, for example, I could tell you like you have one application. Think in this way. Like Ruby is also an application, okay? And Ruby on Rails is your service that the application is providing to you. The application is Ruby. Ruby on Rails is the service they are providing to you. And for that, you will be having some business capabilities, right? Some business capabilities of that application and some business applications also you will be having for that. So once you're having those things in picture, so you will be analyzing like how many people using it up, how many incidents getting created against that particular application, how many alerts or how many issues that is created against that services. All these things you will be getting. These things you will be getting measured in our system. For that, we just have some business capabilities, measurements in our systems. For example, I could say like business capabilities. See, some of the measures, these are okay. I don't have any data out of it. You can add some relationships of the CI over here. What type of CI that needs to be shown over here. Based on this, business capabilities will be get calculated. For example, if I have location as anything, operator system is anything. If I choose location to a particular one, then all the CIs in that location will be comes under this particular business capability. So all these are CSTM related tables.
Okay.
And application related table. Try to install the APM application, then you will be having some demo data over here. So from that you can understand it a little bit.
Sure, Prachi.
Create an application service. Here they have, see, yesterday we did something like Jagdish, do you remember? We given some name and we created that to a web services. And
Yes.
after that, you will be getting some services. But unfortunately, our web server is not working with our system,
Correct.
our credential. So we can't see this service. But eventually, we will be creating this kind of application services in the service mapping. So for the event processing, these are some of the best practices. Just go through these best practices. Any questions in this? There's this particular document will be very, very helpful for you for the event.
What is this latency issues, Prachi? Verify the bucket field in the event that I'm receiving.
Delay in the network communication is called latency issues. For example, latency in the sense delay. That is the meaning of the latency.
Okay.
So latency in the sense, for example, a particular item, you should not running email applications more than twice. Um, like we could say like some of the data packets comes from one place to another place, and you have some amount of time it will be taking. So the delay in the time or delay in the response is called latency issues.
Okay.
Latency issue when receiving events. Delay in receiving the events. Verify that the bucket field in the event, there is a field in the event table, is set to a value greater than 0 every time, because bucket is always is a way to accelerate the event processing by using multiple jobs in parallel. So usually what it happens every time we have to set this value not 0, greater than 0. So in order to fix this latency issue, not fix it anyway, we will be getting some responses due to the parallel jobs, because as it is running a parallel jobs, multiple parallel jobs, okay, so it may have some latency issue. So in this way, if you keep it 0 in the sense, then it will consider that its particular what is to say, the priority to run this job is 0 in the sense, then it won't take this job up at front and it will run. If you keep more than 0 in the sense, then it will consider this one is also a priority one. So then only it will try to act fast, and it will run this job also in parallel. That is the real meaning. Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, there will be more delay in the event processing. These are some of the event sources, some third-party systems. ServiceNow also has what? Agent Train Collector. As I told you earlier, I can't show any type of event practical things and all, but I should show how to configure Dynatrace alone. But real-time event generation and all I can't do. But still we can create some event in the event table and we can try to pass it as an alert. But not like some hardware is triggering something and that event will come here. Another, no, that thing we can't do. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this process is critical connectors and SNMP, custom script or REST API, inbound email actions?
No. If you are in very big organization like CNM level 5 and all, no,
Mhm.
everything has a separate guide. You will be doing only ServiceNow part of it. Small organization in the sense, then you have this headache to complete everything and you have to teach the third party people also to do this.
Okay.
These are some of the key tables in Service. Every time, please note this table rotation groups, okay? It will
Okay.
tell you how many days this events will be in your system. After 7 days, after 5 days, after 10 days, you can set up the number of table rotation to be get cleaned up. After that, the events will be get disappeared from your system. See, ECCQ also coming from the stable rotation only. I told you, no?
Yes.
ECCQ, we only have 7 days. See, from
Okay.
here only it will become 7.
What is the approximate buffer time for everything plus ECCQ and the
7
rotations?
only, 7 days out
Okay.
of the box.
Okay.
So when an event record is created, this is one of the examples for the fields in our ServiceNow fields. This will be the example value that will be coming and sitting in that fields. And this is the description of that field. Just go through this one. And if you have any queries, please let me know.
Sure, boss.
I just give you a minute. Just go through this one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Understand this very well. What is mean by node? Every time many people ask me. A physical or virtual host device on which the event occurs. That is called node. Here are some example. Linux 101, San Diego Gateway, some IP addresses, device IP addresses, or IPv4 address or IPv6 address. Any questions in this?
Prasi message key unique identifier in the description. So example, they have given something.
Yes. See, the message key is the event message key provides a reference to the unique identifies the event, how it is getting processed in a sense from these value only. First, it will have the what type of field it is, from which source it is coming. This is optional only. Source, SolarWinds, which node, from which computer it is coming from. Resource on the host, whether it is CPU, RAM, what is the issue with which one, and what is the metric type it is going up. So like this only the message key will be set it up.
Okay, how that message key will be generated, Prachi? Based on that,
Based on some other field values. For example, if it want to take the source in the sense from the source, it will pick up the source value.
mhm.
From the node, it will take the node. Resource on host, metric name and all. Same way, in this table, you will be having those values. From that all together, it will create one message key value.
Okay.
So this is like an watermark. For example, if you want to update any kind of events in a sense, based on the message key only, it will find the already created event and it will update the same event again. Do you know about inbound email actions, right?
Yes, Prachi. Yeah.
Emails, notifications and all.
Yeah.
How our ServiceNow is triggering it actually. For example, you are sending an email from ServiceNow. User is responding to that email. And how for the same incident it is getting populated the responses and all. How the ServiceNow identify from
Events.
which from this incident only this particular notification gone. And for the same notification, they given the response or its reply to the same incident. How it is getting found?
Through alerts only, auto-populated
Not
alerts will.
alerts, notification. See, don't think in this way. Normal incident notification.
Okay.
These are all like SME or architecture questions. Architects has to know these answers. This is like we have the watermark in our ServiceNow instance notification. I don't know whether you have noticed that. That is the main key to get the response back on the same one. For example, if I go for emails, you see the watermark?
Yeah.
It will check this watermark. Based on this watermark only, it will find for this email only a reply has been came back. So after that, it will check from what table, what record, everything it will check it. In the same table, it will put that entry also.
Okay.
That watermark is the important one. Okay?
Yes, Prachi. It will be there for every email.
Yeah, all emails it will be there like this.
Okay.
Even though if you check for other emails also, this one if you check, they will be having that. You can check all your emails, organization emails also. This message will be there in them. And this is a watermark actually. Email engines, if you study, it will tell you about this watermark and what it actually.
Okay.
Same way for the message key, the events whichever triggered, already triggered, how to update the same event. All these things will be identified by using our message key. So I think from here we can see from the okay, because we have some architecture diagram of how the event requirements from this work. You can see and dig deep in our event management. Fine. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Yeah, thank you, Press.
Thank you.